Hey, welcome to Every Day's a Bonus. This week we find out Brent is related to Elvis. I've been in a lot of canyons climbing all over the state, and Logan is bringing us into loving those who love, even if we don't love it, to love what they love.
Welcome to another episode of Every Day's a Bonus. So glad to have all of you with us today. For our audio-only listeners, great decision. I'm not even looking at the two of them, and they are so bright from here. It's overwhelming. Kenn is wearing neon green. Yes. Brent is wearing bright ketchup red. And
Good description.
And I'm wearing black. Yeah. And I recently, have y'all had your colors done yet?
I don't know what that means.
I'm talking about? Okay, so there's
like a mood ring.
There's this thing.
No.
Oh. There's this thing that's popular right now called getting your colors done. And there's professionals you can pay to go have this done, and they take pictures of you and look at your hair and skin and all of that and natural lighting and all of that. And what are your best colors to wear that look best on you? And,
and it won't take long for them to look at
Kenn's
hair.
Here's it. And I think Kenn's color, I guess,
you should wear white.
Green.
A lot of white
to match your hair.
So Mallory found, hey, don't pay hundreds or thousands of dollars to go have this done. ChatGPT can do it for you.
Somebody pays hundreds of thousands of dollars?
$100 or thousands of dollars. Honestly, I don't know. It could
expensive
be
coloring.
$50. I have no idea.
Okay.
But do it for free on ChatGPT. So we took selfies, gave it to ChatGPT, and then ChatGPT processes it and is like, hey, this is the colors you should wear that look best on you to help you kind of style and pick out outfits. And this is your color palette.
I'm going to guess yours is black.
I think mine is black and gray and like dark brown and like all. I was like, I already do this. This is amazing.
Interesting.
You're ahead of the trend.
And so I'm just looking at y'all and I'm wondering, is yours neon green and is yours red?
Well, now since we don't know what on earth you're talking about, no, not at all. Reading our colors,
you
that's
can get
crazy.
your colors done on ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Then they have your face forever, and they will use it to sell things. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's interesting.
I just have to know, though, what is Presley's county country
jamboree
jubilee?
Thank you for royally messing it up.
Yeah, please explain
I cannot read. So this is on, if you're just listening, this is on Brent's shirt.
Country Presley's the country jubilee. So
Branson, Missouri.
My family on my mom's side is the Presley family, right? Related to Elvis.
No,
and we're from Missouri.
No,
right? And
he was from Memphis, not Missouri.
Side to Elvis.
You got the lab.
That explains
so interesting, but
about Brent MOXEY.
But I just went to Vegas for my first time last year. But anyway, didn't he do a show in Vegas? I watched the movie, and it's like, man, this guy never left America. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's wild.
Elvis never went outside. Anyway,
I saw the same movie.
It's actually pretty common. A lot of people that live in America never leave America.
But majority,
Elvis,
I would say.
I mean, he had his own plane, right? But he never left.
Never left America.
Anyway, I digress. So that is that side of the family. But of this family, the Presley family, obviously the MOXEY family is also from there. But of the Presley family, there's another group that is from this area, but started a show in Branson, Missouri. All right, so big destination. A lot of times you'll find a lot of older couples that will head out
in Branson?
way. In Branson, Missouri, yeah. It's
what color is their palette?
I don't know. I'll ask each one of them about AI. Excuse me, do you use ChatGPT? They're like, what? I don't have a phone. I have a flip phone. But anyway, there's a lot of Anyway, we had never been to Branson, and now Kirsten and I have been married 26 years. And so for us, there's a show that's there. My parents have always talked about it. I've always heard it in family reunion stories. My parents love, family and going back to their high school reunions and connecting to those people because that's where they grew up for their entire life. I was born in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, before I went to Oklahoma and then Washington and Texas and Virginia and all those places, right? So it all kind of started in Missouri. Well, anyway, I've heard about this Presley Jubilee and I'm related to some of these people, right? Had never seen it before. And so that's what it's from. Kirsten and I went there last year. my parents love going to Branson. We're like, let's go to a place they love and just spend some time with them and see what it's all about. And we had a blast.
Oh,
Actually,
that's so cool.
I've got a picture here. Here's me and my parents and Branson, Missouri at Presley Country Jubilee. So that's where this came from. So I think something happened at some point in our lives. You didn't ask about this. You asked about my shirt. But when younger, we wanted toys, right? That's what we wanted. That's what we loved. You get a little bit older and all of a sudden you want to do good in school or go to college or play sports or whatever. That's what you love.
Right.
Then you're in college and you're like, I'm looking for a spouse or something. That's what you love doing that. Then you find things you love doing together. Well, at some point you start really taking an interest in, for me, both my mom and dad and my Kirsten's mom and dad, they have different things they love. And so we've taken an interest seeing the things they love and we've wanted to go experience the things they love. And so my parents are incredible, Roger and Deanna. And so they were like, hey, we love going to Branson, Missouri. And Kirsten and I, like, man, we would love to go on vacation with you guys. So we literally went on vacation with them, went to Branson, had a blast seeing family members. And it was a hoot. We had an absolute blast, but went up and talked to the lady and she just gave me the shirt. And I'm like, I'm going to wear your shirt.
I'm a Presley.
I'm a Presley. And so I'll wear
That's
it on
cool.
there. So
Okay,
anyway,
so the
that's where it
family
came from.
reunion thing, I can't let this one pass. So years ago, I'm a single guy in my late 20s. My mother was worried about me, desperately worried that I would never get married. And
how old would you have been at that time?
I was in my late 20s, 28.
28. Okay.
20, maybe 27.
Were you a comic yet?
I was just starting to transition out of the business world.
So your mom had a lot of worries at this point.
Yes. But the business world, I couldn't go to the family reunion in South Carolina, which was my dad's mom's family, the Gravleys. Okay. So I come home, they come home, I have dinner with them, and my mom literally tells me at dinner, gosh, you should have been there. I said, was it fun? She goes, oh, absolutely. There were a lot of cute girls there. And
this is a family reunion.
And I said, Mom,
how distant are these?
I'm already related to those girls. And I'm not lying. She goes, well, you got to start somewhere. Maybe
Please,
not
Ken,
there.
start somewhere, anywhere. What about your own sister?
She was thrilled when Heather and I started dating, and we were not related.
And not related. She was not at the family reunion.
Yes, she was not.
She probably would be now.
That family reunion, yeah. But that is so. I love the idea of what do they love? Let's go do that.
Like it's interesting because I think we all. I mean, obviously, we could talk for hours about what we love, but I don't know. It made me, when you said shirt, it made me think about, like, I just chose red because I thought on the podcast, haven't worn red yet. Yeah. So I decided to wear red today. But that's funny you brought that up, that we just all, at times in life, there's always things we love. There's food and there's people and there's vacations and all that. But at some point you really do start thinking about, family. And for us, we were like, let's go see what Kirsten's parents, we now vacation in a place where Kirsten's parents grew up vacationing, her dad, and then they vacationed there. And so we started doing that, and my parents had this thing. I don't know. It's just, as you get older, like, family is super important, and you want to, like, experience what they love. And so,
and just kind of a cool way to a nod to those who came before you, and just
man, good point.
I want to learn more about what you love.
What do you love? Let's go see it out. And we
why
loved
you're so great and love them and meet them right where they are.
They told us about a place called the Sights and Sounds Theater. I think I was telling you guys a little bit about it at one point. And they tell these big biblical stories through, like, a musical, and it's impressive. Oh, wow. There's one in Branson and there's one up in Pennsylvania. And they're incredible. Well, my parents had talked about this for years. And I'm like, I would love to experience that. So when we were there on vacation, we got tickets to that, and we saw Esther. It was incredible. So if you live in Pennsylvania or Branson, or you're traveling to those two places, highly recommend going to the Sights and Sounds Theater. Incredible. Cool. I never would have known. They talked about it, and it could be easy to sweep under the rug. But I'm like, they love it. Let's go see it. And now we love it. We think it's incredible. So,
that's neat. I've had an inverse experience with my parents.
Oh.
I've introduced them kind of on accident to two of their favorite things that they absolutely love.
Okay.
Do tell.
One of them was sushi. I had gone and eaten sushi like twice in college. And so I took my family to a sushi restaurant, acting like I was an expert.
A sushi connoisseur.
Excited about it. They now know way more about sushi than I do, eat it
Interesting.
way more than I do, or more brave with it than I am. And I just introduced them to it because I wanted a free meal from a new place that I liked.
Yeah.
And
That's
then another
kinda cool.
one, neither of them had ever smoked a cigar in their life until my wedding. My dad had his first cigar at my wedding.
Interesting.
I kind of liked cigars. My father-in-law, Cuban guy, loves cigars. So he provided these awesome cigars for us. I mean, just amazing. And so my dad had his first one there. Now my mom and dad are members of a cigar
What?
club. They have
No way.
an assortment of cigars shipped to the house every month. It is not rare that you can go to my mom and dad's house at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They have a spot in the backyard that is their cigar smoking chairs. And they sit, their house backs up to the national park. It's called Kennesaw Mountain National Battle Park, kind of like American
a lot of words.
A lot of words. It's kind of like that. But anyways,
chip
they back
park.
up to one of the battlefields. So it's a beautiful view, and they sit there and smoke cigars and just kind of unpack their day and talk, all because I kind of introduced them to cigars.
So you had
Those are
something
their
you loved,
favorite themes. Yeah.
And now they wanted to try it
Yeah, oh,
out,
yeah.
and now they love it.
And they've gone, like, I don't really know that much about cigars. They know so much. It's nuts.
And you can't help but talk about the things you love. So
Oh,
it makes
yeah.
sense. They
there
probably,
you go.
you're having a conversation with them and you talking about it.
It's
You remember
so fun.
Last week was remember we were, it was that coffee cup I had, that
Yeah,
Ember
yeah.
coffee cup.
Yeah.
I talked about it around my parents so much. And then I went ahead and bought one for them, and then they
Perfect.
bought one for themselves, and now they love it. So it is kind of funny how when you're around, might be family, but it could be friends. You just
Yeah.
start adapting and trying things, and you love it, and you can't
Yeah.
help but talk about it. Then they find their love, and that's kind of cool. Fun
and
little way.
I'll deviate, but in the same category.
Sure.
So Heather and I, we love walking the dog. We got 2 rescue dogs, started walking them, started going to parks, started Kennesaw Mountain, the War of Northern Aggression, as some Southerners call it. But we started walking.
Never heard that.
Me neither. For the first time ever, you just kind of slid that in there.
It's true.
Northern aggression.
There it is. But then we went up to Red Top Mountain. They've got a great trail up there. And she saw something. She goes, we ought to try this. I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, the state parks, there's all over the state of Georgia. She goes, but there's this one. And that's actually what my shirt is. It's the Canyon Climber Club. And she goes, we ought to do this. I'm like, what is it? And yeah, they call
It's
it
an
that, but I don't
alliteration.
know what that stands for.
It's the words.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
Canyon Climber Club.
I get it now.
You've heard of CCC?
Well, I thought it was a
it's
Chinese
three
government
words written
thing.
together.
So, okay.
It's an alliteration. Three
That's
words
great.
together. That was so good.
CCP, I think.
Okay. That was Russian though, wasn't it?
Hi, gosh, now I'm confused.
Okay.
I do love it when you just said
Anyway.
CCC. That's what they call it. Do you know it? No, that's the initials of what you just said. That's awesome, Ken.
I've got the AGEOLD thing going. No.
Aggie old.
I did that to see if
Texas
you guys
A&M.
would catch it because when I do that, not on purpose, I want to know. So tell me next time.
That's good, that's good,
So
that's good.
anyway, so the Canyon Climbers Club, I did not know this. She's like, Georgia has 4 canyons. I didn't know that. And she goes in, and you can't just buy this t-shirt.
Name them.
No?
Well, we've just done them all. We went to Providence Canyon coming back from Florida, and we hiked that one coming back from our family reunion of all things. And then yesterday, we did the other 3 in one day. We drove for 8 hours between the 3. We went to Tallulah Gorge, we went to Amicalola Falls, and then we went to Cloudland Canyon. And 20,000 plus steps, 4,000 stairs later, and I'm trying to remember the mileage on it. Anyway, we completed all 4. And then you get to buy the t-shirt.
Wait, did they question you before you bought it?
Well, you go into each of them and you go, okay, what part of this trails do we need to, because they've got all
That's
these
why
trails.
he answered the question so well. Name them before
Name
you get
them.
the shirt.
All right.
Exactly.
I
So they're
have
like,
2 questions.
yes,
That I just have to know.
I can't wait.
And our entire audience, I'm sure, is
On
already
the
there.
edge of their seats.
Pins
Was it
and needles.
scary for you to take your wife to a family reunion? I mean, with all the ladies there.
All the pretty people.
It was her family.
Good point.
So no.
You're not going to take her to yours.
None of that. Yeah,
I understand.
that's too creepy.
And
But no, we walk, but we never hiked. And so it was after the first one, I'm like, I don't know if I can do this, because the first one there was like upwards of, I think it was 900 stairs, not steps, stairs that you had to do. We're like, okay, we made that one. And then we drive for another 2 hours to get to the other. So it was just something we did together. And I think I've mentioned this before, but I love taking that to another level with your parents and with your family.
Yeah.
Her dad just bought season tickets to his alma mater. How do you say?
Alma mater.
Martyr. I'm still working on that.
Martyr. He's a martyr.
Alma
Fox's
mater.
Book of Martyrs.
Alma martyr.
Or murder.
It's a different episode.
Murder.
I'm still working on that
Murder,
word. Did we decide what word you can't say?
No. Oh, I can't say Arnold Palmer. Arnold Palmer.
Oh, we did.
drink. That was
Thank
good.
you,
Yeah.
producer
Good job,
Skylar. And Worcestershire, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we all have something, but so
I'm not gonna try to say
we're
it.
going to go with her parents to a couple games this year, which
That's so cool.
I love that because he's passionate about Alabama football.
Yeah,
so we get
that's
to
a
go. So we're
good
going to go to a
call.
couple games, and I love that putting all that together and just going, there we go. So I don't think I'm going to introduce them to sushi cigars, but
Yeah, they don't do those at the same time.
I'm doing that
It's
either.
very different.
I don't think
but they love both.
but your father-in-law's from Cuba.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they started with like the best
best.
possible.
So of
that-
course they were hooked.
But that did make me think about, you said, we wanted to try out what my parents love and
Right.
we want to try out what Kirsten's parents love, but that isn't quite interesting. We talk about what we love. And so I've noticed that's a good point. They have done that back. So they've all switched from like PC to Mac computers now. That means I've become the IT professional in the family, but they're on Macs because we couldn't help but talk about something we loved,
Yep.
and iPhones. We're like, oh, they're going to switch to iPhones because
Yep.
we are. And so that's funny how they're not just keeping up with the Joneses or anything. They like doing what their kids do. And so we're trying to do what our parents do. And
I love Bluey. It's my kid's favorite TV show.
my dog loves Bluey
so
now.
it's my favorite TV show.
That is it.
I mean, what an easy way to bond with the girls sometimes when
Have you guys tried
crazy hour right before dinner and everyone's
yeah.
man, let's just sit down and watch
Have
two
you put your
episodes of
dogs
Bluey.
in front of Bluey yet? So we had heard it on
I
a
don't have a
TikTok
dog.
or something. Okay. They said that the colors in Bluey are supposed to be colors that dogs can see.
Oh, that's
so we're
so
going to
cool.
test this, all right?
They
so
did the dog's color palette on ChatGPT.
They spent thousands to find out what your dog's color is.
Yeah.
Well, it's Bluey, and only Bluey. So whatever the color hues or tones on there, if you go try this out at home next time you're with your dog, set it in front of and put Bluey on if you have Disney Plus or whatever you're watching
Yeah.
Bluey on, YouTube if you want to.
Yeah.
And put Bluey on, and we did it for Captain Pickles, and Captain Pickles was like,
Still love that name.
I love that name.
he just stared at it. He just
Like,
and then it's like he wanted to look away, but he couldn't. He couldn't. And then finally, he moved away. And then and I'm like, I've never seen a dog do that. He does not do that for anything else. Maybe like a horse running or some random.
My
a
children
lion.
do the same
Bluey.
thing. When we put Blue on, they just stare at it.
My dog
they're
is your
part
children.
canine.
They probably laugh more than Captain Pickles, though.
We did that with our kids. Always wanted to watch SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, I love
And we
SpongeBob.
didn't want to. We didn't want to let them watch it, but then we watched one episode and we're like, "Oh man, this is so funny!" And did you know to date, every time we're about to go on vacation again, when we go on vacation, just the four of us, at lunchtime we come in, we put SpongeBob SquarePants still to this day on. And we watch it
is
because it's just
amazing.
a camaraderie. They loved it and we loved it. And so we're like, it's a how last week we were talking about the aroma, it's like core memories. That's a core memory for us all hanging out. If it's Fortnite, we had squads during time and Jagger loved it and Lola Reese loved it. So Kirsten and I are like, you know what? We're going to love it too. And all of a sudden we're playing squads together, playing video games. And we just turned it into a fun core memory of stuff we love. So
dude, this is so huge because think about our society today. Everything's divided.
Yep.
Yes.
Everything, and you're supposed to disagree, and you have to have this.
You want to talk politics?
What a exactly.
Yep. That's what our audience wants.
What
Politics.
an incredible. Yeah. What an incredible gift and what an incredible core value to say we're going to build community. Period. I don't have to love it. I'm just going to go with that. I used to like Dr. Pepper, and I still like Diet Dr. Pepper. But Heather started loving Coke Zero, declared, I'm going to love Coke Zero. So guess what we drink now?
Yep.
Coke Zero. It's like letting go of those and saying, this is what we do.
Yeah.
And that's her favorite thing. So when she came up with this idea about the Canyon thing, I'm like, let's do that.
All in.
And so now that's what we've done. And I love that, but it takes differences. She's spontaneous, off the chart. So she's like, hey, let's go hike 4 canyons.
Amen.
And my first response was thinking, where are they? How long is this going to take? I'm the planner.
Yeah.
But I've learned to just go, you know what? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's figure it out. And we could have never done the 3 in 1 day had the planner and me not come out. And she was like, so when do we need to be ready? I said, we can do them all in 1 day. She goes, what do I need to do?
I zoned out through that detail. I didn't realize it was all in 1 day.
Oh, yeah.
All in 1 day. He said 8 hours of driving.
8 hours of driving.
I don't know what I missed.
Because
4 hours
you were
of
hearing
hiking.
but not listening.
I was not.
What episode was that one? I don't know.
That makes it way cooler. I totally missed that. You know what I was thinking about? Providence. What's it called?
Providence Canyon is the
Rhode
first
Island.
one.
No, that's where Mallory and I did our engagement pictures.
At Providence Canyon?
Yeah, we drove down there.
No way.
Our photographer told us, he was like, do you have a spot where you'd like to take these pictures? And we were like, what about, do you have a spot like you've like always wanted to use? And he was like, really? We're like, yeah. He said, Providence Canyon. We said, let's do it. He said, it's like 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah, it's down below Columbus.
Providence, Rhode Island. That's 20 hours away. Providence Canyon, 2 hours away.
It is gorgeous.
It is.
It's so cool.
Okay, well, we're going to do this
You
now.
got to do Amicalola Falls, though. It's even prettier than that one. That's
Yeah.
the best.
I got engaged at Cloudland Canyon.
Cloudland Canyon, you got engaged? No way.
Listen to
That's
this.
cool.
I went to the Grand Canyon.
Much bigger.
Okay,
That's
a different
much
canyon.
bigger.
No, that's a different
You
place.
can't do that in 1 day.
Close enough. Close enough. That's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
But
I love that.
the idea is lost on a lot of people. And this, I think, is a great takeaway. We did not intend this.
Nope.
But to just say, okay, where can I acquiesce? Where can I compromise in order to build community or union? I was on a tour bus with my buddy Tim one time, and his tech guy. We're doing a podcast on there. It's called Potty Talk, Poddy, Potty Talk. And they were just talking about your favorite genre of music. And I said, well, what do you listen to? I said, well, now I'm listening to country. And they're like, kind of, what do you mean now? I said, well, I love U2. I love this genre. I love Coldplay and this, but my wife's favorite music is country. So now we listen to country. And he was a big music guy. And he's like, you can't do that. You can't just like another genre. And I was like, you're still single, aren't you?
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
exact same
Yeah.
thing happened to us in the music world. Kirsten
Okay.
loved country more, and so we started listening to it. And I'm like, I'm
You
gonna
find
that
some
too,
favorites.
right? And then she tried mine. It's like a nice give and take of like, I'm going to try yours, you tried mine, and now we find 90s online and listen to 90s music. And so now it's like opened the world of genres. We can almost change to any station and enjoy it
that's
together.
so cool.
But you know, it reminds me, like some people, you'll instantly go to like love language, right? What is the
Right.
love? And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think we're really talking about that. We're not talking about, does your wife love to give gifts? That means she probably loves to receive gifts. You know, is it? I don't think we're going there, and we're not even
No.
really going personality types. I think
No.
we're going like, hey, try to love or try something that your spouse loves or somebody in your family loves. You might love it, or you might just love that they love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so you want to show attention to that because they love it. You know,
Yes.
I didn't start out loving like, I can't wait to watch dance. But then when my daughter got into it, we went and watched dance and we loved it. Now we get season tickets up to Liberty University at the football games and go watch her dance. And we're making those long road trips. And you know what? Lo and behold, Kirsten and I discovered we love road trips. We love our coffee and our snacks and listening to a
Donuts.
podcast and donuts. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden we discovered something we love together, going to see something that never thought we would love. So anyway, I knew we were using the word love a lot, but man, there's a lot of things we all love, and it's cool as a spouse, as a family. Disney World. We heard about Disney World. I never really went as a kid, and we all fell in love with it, and we've done so many trips to Disney World, and now we can't help but talk about Disney World. So it's just some things, though, you're all going to love instantly. Other times you're going to try something out and be like, I don't love it, but I love that you love it.
Yeah.
That is
So I
it.
want to try that.
I love you. You're my buddy. You're my spouse. You're my friend. You're my dad, whatever it is.
Yep.
And this is your interest.
Yep.
Can I join you in doing your
Yeah.
interest? Because
That's great.
I want to just hang out with you.
Now I love watching the Falcons play. They're the Atlanta team. But my oldest son, and I'm not going to go into the stories too long, loves the Buffalo Bills. So it's like, okay. And over the years, we love watching it with him. So we go to a Bills bar and watch it with him. We have everybody over and we all watch the Bills game because he loves it. And now I think our last family reunion picture with our family, he at some point has got us all jerseys, so we all wore Buffalo Bills jerseys.
Yeah.
And we got people going, "Are y'all from Buffalo?"
That
I'm
is so cool.
No.
And sports. I was never a big sports guy. I was like bounce all the balls, score all the points, whatever happens, right?
Yeah.
But
You just proved it.
okay, sorry. But then
all
Jagger,
the balls.
as Jagger's getting older, he not only played sports, he loved watching sports, and then he got into football. So Kirsten and I were like, well, let's start watching football with Jagger. That's good.
Yeah.
Then we got into it. One year, Kirsten's getting like a trapper keeper together. Is that still a thing? Trapper keepers? Remember that? Like Velcro? Yeah. She's getting like all like the...
Can you do the Velcro again? Yeah.
Is that a noise? Sorry. That's my
awesome.
trapper keeper. She's getting like MVP stuff and stats and the depth charts and all that kind of stuff. He loves it. And all of a sudden, we're loving it. And so we know he's going to head off to college, and then Kirsten and I are going to keep watching football because, I don't know, we wanted to do it because he loved it. And now we love it, you know? So that's kind of cool. MMA.
How countercultural.
I thought of one more, and then we'll put a bow on this episode.
Yep.
Because
No,
it is that time already.
Takeaway.
But one of my all-time favorite movies, I discovered it like 6 years ago. It's called The Edge of Tomorrow. It's a Tom Cruise movie.
Yes.
I told Mallory about it. It's so good. I want you to watch it with me. It's great. And she still hasn't watched it. So.
Oh, no. Mallory, if you're watching, please watch it with your husband.
We watch rom-coms when we watch movies or reality TV.
And now you love those.
And they're I love watching Married at First Sight. It's so great.
And documentaries about murder and things like
anyways,
that.
let's put a bow on this. And the takeaway that I really want my wife to hear is, the people that you love, share their interests.
Love what they love.
Sometimes. What did y'all take away from this? Now that I'm done messing with my wife. Love you, Mal.
13 seconds, right? Go, Ken. We got to just...
She loves playing golf with me. I got to give her credit. She's great. Okay, go.
13 seconds. I think I took away, because I've said it before after hearing it, that try to love or try out what somebody else loves.
Yeah.
If you love them, try out... Was that what you were going to say? Sorry. You don't have to love it, but at least try it. And you never know. Maybe you'll find something you love doing together, or maybe your significant other or your family will be like, hey, thanks for at least trying that out. Why don't we try something you love? You never know what's going to come of it. So.
And I think that's it. Go selfless on it. My wife loves to shop. I don't love to shop, but I love shopping with her because she loves it.
Yep.
For her birthday,
Absolutely.
I used to Christmas birthday, try to find something. And she always was so nice, like, oh, I love it. Do you have the receipt? And she would always take it back. Yeah. And so I'm like, punt that. So I learned, I'm like, you know what? She loves shopping. She loves time together. Here's what we're going to do. I said, for your birthday, basically she's frugal anyway. I'm like, there's no budget. We're going shopping. We're going to start with breakfast. You love coffee. We're getting that. We're going to go shopping all day. And we're not coming home until you buy something.
Yeah.
And I can do that because I know her and I know that she would never go crazy. But I try to just encourage, because I love being with her.
Yep.
And I still don't love shopping, but I love being with her.
And wives, Kirsten gives the best gifts. They do so much better at gift
They're so
giving.
much better. They're
We're
so
not
much
good.
better at
We
it.
So hang around on it.
My wife remembers all the details.
Yes.
And I do not.
My wife has lists of things and the perfect gift. And
It's
like,
amazing. It's amazing. Well, and all of our listeners love listening to this podcast.
What a gift.
And so, we love podcasting. It's clear. So if you want to just join us, if any of you want to be featured on an episode, here's how you can do this. Leave a comment on YouTube or on Spotify. If you just have something, just like a prompt that I would love to give these guys this topic or this thought or this idea and just let them go off to the races. I know in the past, I don't know if it's still there, so I could be wrong. On Spotify, you can even leave a voice memo for us. We will play it on the episode if you do that and we pick
and
yours.
You don't cuss.
So please feel free to give us a topic or an idea or something to prompt a conversation, and we'll be off to the races for it. So we'd love for that to be a way for you to be involved with what we're doing here at EDEB. We are so grateful for every single one of you. Thank you for listening. We're not promised tomorrow, so remember,
every day's a bonus. That was good.
Peace, y'all.